Okay, so take 2 of coffee date number 3. Note to self, if you set an alarm on your phone and then you go live on your phone, said alarm could mess up your live on Facebook. Super exciting to learn that little tidbit this morning. Obviously, you can tell what kind of Friday morning I'm having. Okay, so I am going to just get on here and make sure I have everything set up. Okay, great. All right, so it's Friday and we've made it to Friday, darlings. Yay! Welcome to our 3rd week of coffee dates. Thanks everyone for messages and stuff that are watching it later. We're still tweaking what we're going to exactly be doing with coffee dates. They won't ever go away, but we're trying to decide if we're going to continue to go live on the Facebook page. Sorry, I have a little tickle. Or if we're going to go live in the group, which is launching next week. The Darling Mama group will be live next week. I'm so excited. To start growing that side of the community is just one of my dreams. So I'm really, really happy that the Darling Mama Facebook group will launch next week. I have spent a lot of time working on the website this past week and getting a lot of the kinks out of the way. Still putting out some great content all week long, but definitely putting a lot of work into the backside of the website this past week for the impending launch. We recorded some more wonderful moms this past week, 2 really amazing ladies on the podcast that will launch in March. And if you want to get in on it and you want to be on the podcast and the Darling Mama podcast, please reach out to us. Email us at hello@distinctdarlings.com or send us a message on Facebook or Instagram so that we can send you the forms and stuff and just see if we would be a good match and if you'd be a good candidate for the podcast. We're really looking forward to a huge launch for the podcast. So that is definitely coming down the pipe. So coffee date number 3. Today we're going to talk about organization again. It's going to be a big theme for everything to do with the Darling Mama, because as a single mom, keeping myself organized and the kids organized, and I'm not saying like perfection organized, I'm saying like, organized chaos would probably be a good way to describe my organization. But it's one of those things where people, nobody else knows where the scissors are, but I can tell you where 9 pairs of scissors are in this house right now. And that's not an exaggeration. We literally have that many pairs of scissors. But that being said, I want to give you guys some tips that have really helped us get over the hurdle a little bit. And I want to let everyone know that starting next week, when you join the Darling Mama Facebook group, there will be a little code for Starbucks so that you can get yourself a coffee on me. I will put so much on the card each week, and then once it's run out, it's run out. But that way, when you come for coffee dates, you can have yourself a coffee as well. Yay! So, I also want to talk about my dear friend's book. Comes out on Tuesday. Kristen Proby. I'm going to put all the links over here for you. I want to talk about her new book that you have to buy. You just have to buy it. It's kind of that simple. So you will buy her book. You will download your freebie. You will have a really fun weekend. So this past week I turned 39, and that seems like a really big, daunting number because it's the last year of my 30s. And when I was 29, I had both my kids. So yes, the math works on that. But, so my birthday was wonderful. I spent the day with friends. I got some great surprises. I was awoke to Bella and Colton singing to me. It was pretty wonderful. And then today, Bella and Colton, they go away. They go to my mom's for the weekend so that I can have a really awesome dinner with my friends and just really enjoy my birthday. So really excited for that. I'm excited to have dinner with everyone this weekend. I will Insta story my food. As a lot of you know, if you follow me on Instagram, I had started the Whole30 diet. It turns out that my body does not like the Whole30 diet, as in not like a weight loss issue, but I don't feel well. I feel nauseous a lot of the time. So I switched off of the Whole30 diet and went on Weight Watchers. freestyle plan. So I'm on day 3 of it. I'll check in with you later and let you know. I did lose weight on the Whole30 diet. I will say I lost 7 pounds in 2 weeks. Obviously, a lot of that was water weight. I've also been able to be a ton more active because my back is feeling better and better every day. So there's kind of both of those things playing into it. So I'm going to check in and let you know what I think about the Weight Watchers. As of right now, it's kind of tough. I have to say it's tougher than the Whole30 diet wasn't that difficult for me. I really like the food. I mean, you can eat the crap out of avocados, so I really liked that. But it's definitely about low fat and portion control on the Weight Watchers plan. So you can eat, I mean, the advertising is you can eat, you know, all of the foods, which is great, but you have to eat them in moderation, obviously. But like random things have, like my glass of orange juice in the morning is like 4 points and I only get 23 for the day. So there's some random things that are just like, oh, well, I don't like that. But sorry, I just keep refreshing Facebook on my other screens so they can make sure I'm not missing anything because I don't get a lot of the notifications on here. Okay, so let's start in with organization first. So I put together a really great freebie. On our first coffee date, a lot of the emails that I have continually been getting is in regards to organization and how do you stay organized? Is it a planner? And I'm a planner person, I'm a paper person, but I don't feel like the planner works. My kids are, well, they're technically both 9 right now, but Bella will be 10 in April. And so while a planner's great for me, I want them to have some say and I want them to have some ownership in staying organized as well at this point. And so like I mentioned in the very, very first coffee date, I have this giant thing I got at the Hobby Lobby on my wall that's a chalkboard that has every day of the week, and we write everything out on it. Now, for some people, they don't have the real estate on their wall for that. Maybe they don't want that monstrosity. But prior to that, and we actually also keep a schedule on our fridge, but we used to have a schedule on our fridge of the same information. I don't know what it's like at your schools, but where we live, they are on a 7-day rotation. Each of them, it's different. So Colton's day 1 and Bella's day 1, like Colton's day 1 could be technology and Bella's could be music. It's like seriously a part-time job to keep track of who has to go which way. And I think we all get that. I mean, that's just their special at school. That doesn't count Glee Club or coding club or, you know, play rehearsals. None of that, swim lessons, none of that is even in the mix. So what I did was I wanted the kids to visually be able to see what they had going on for the day so that they could also prepare. It's also really helped at bedtime. At bedtime, I've never had any sort of issue with my daughter Bella. She goes to bed like a champ, never any kind of problem. But Colton, on the other hand, has always been a little like itchy about the bedtime. Not terrible, but definitely it would be more ideal if he would just go to bed like Bella does. But I think for him, seeing this written out list of like, oh wow, these are all the things I have to do tomorrow, it helps him be more receptive to the idea of it's time to go to bed now because you need to have all these hours of sleep so that you're able to do this whole list of things. And we're, as a general rule, I'm not a night owl either. It definitely was in my 20s, but I worked at a bar, so it's a little different now. But I go to bed rather early as well, so I think that also helps with it. But what we do is, and I've made this so that you can all print it out for free, and I'm going to put the link, I think I can put the link in now. Let me go over here. Okay. So I have the link in and I'm going to pin this. Okay, great. So our week freebie is just that for you. So it's this opportunity for you to run on and print what I'm about to show you off. It's all free. Just go in, just give me a little, I need your deets to where to send it to, and then you can download this. And then I'm going to show you all the different ways that you can use it. It's really simple. That's the key to things, is not to overcomplicate things. We're also dealing with children. So here's what we got. It's really easy. It just has our week on the top because that's what it is. The kid's name, because they have different schedules. They don't have the same schedule. And then it's just the days of the week, and then they bop the weekend in together. So, if we have a sleepover, a birthday party, or, or a ski trip, whatever it may be, we have that down here. And so what I do, this just prints out, and you have a bunch of options. So you can print out multiples of these and write on them all the time if you want. You can stop by the Target, because anybody knows me knows how much I love the Target. And you can buy a pack of these self-sealing sheets. So with these, you don't have to buy the laminating machine. It's just these sheets. I don't recall how much they were. They weren't very pricey, and we use them for all kinds of things. So they're just self-sealing. You don't have to have the machine. They give you very detailed instructions. They're 8.5 by 11, the same as the freebie is. Yay! Or if you have a laminating machine or want to invest in one, they're really not all that expensive. We laminate a lot of things around here. So I have my own laminating machine as well as I have these. And so we just, pop it in the machine, because what it turns into when you put it in the machine is you can use dry erase markers, and then you can just mark it off every week. So now when you laminate it, you can write on it with the dry erase marker every week and just erase it back off when you're done. And so what I love about it too is we keep track of a lot of things at our house because the school asks us to for some, and some things I just want to make sure that we're getting taken care of. So the big thing is that we don't check off a day until homework is done, reading is done, math facts are done. There's a lot going on in 3rd and 4th grade. I don't really remember it being quite as hard. But anywho, so that's how we track our week. And I know, once again, it seems super simple, but it's really inexpensive just to print this puppy off, get a couple laminating sheets, and put it on your fridge. It sticks on our fridge with a magnet. Everybody knows where everybody's supposed to be. You know what day you're supposed to take your library books back. You know what day it's a special thing if, it's pajama day. And everybody knows what's going on. And it's right there on the fridge. You can't miss it. It makes things run so much smoother around our house. So, this is what we do to keep our week organized. Now, this is a great system. Like I say, I have a big calendar on my wall of it. Same version up on my wall. You can write the date on here if that helps the kiddos out as well. It just keeps everybody on track of what's going on. So once again, I pinned the link that you can go and download this. It's free. Pop by the Target and get yourself some laminating sheets that you don't have to have the machine for, or if you have a machine, you can get that too. And laminate it, put it on the fringe, one for each kid. It doesn't matter if the kids aren't school age yet. They also have things going on. They have play dates going on, or going to the library a specific day. Starting putting those little tidbits of organization in early have been really instrumental in keeping the flow of our day-to-day lives going. So, the freebie is pinned into the post, and you can just pop over there and we'll email it over to you, and you can print it off, and you can print off 1,000,000 of them. It doesn't matter. Or, like I say, you can pop by the Target, get yourself some laminating sheets, and laminate it up. Get some dry erase markers. I think we all have all of that stuff. And put it on your fridge. Fill it out every week diligently. I do it on Sundays typically, sometimes Saturdays, just depends. But I like for them to see this is what's going on for the week. And then we can discuss if there's something random or any of those things as well. So that was the first thing, is staying organized. So that's one of my tips for being organized, is just being proactive. And once again, I'm not recreating the wheel here. This is super simple things. But for a lot of us, I think this time of year can become really, really tough with school-age kids, because it's sort of after the holiday hump where you're starting to feel, it's going to get nice out soon. You're starting to see more sunshine. I even noticed this morning that it was semi-light out when I woke the kids up at 7, which that's not normal here. It's been really dark in the mornings. It's sort of depressing. But anyways, I really find that this time of year, it starts to be that slippery slope where you start to let some things slide, where suddenly, oh my gosh, we didn't do the reading last night, or we didn't do this last night. And it's so important to remember to do all those things. And it's kind of a good check-in for us as a parent too. So that's the freebie. You're welcome. Download it. Tell me what you think. Send me notes. Write about it. I'd love to hear. If you think there should be changes, tell me. The other thing I want to talk to you about is my dear friend Kristen Proby has a new book coming out on Tuesday. As all of you know, I'm a huge reader. I love to read. I like to read across different genres. We have our book club going right now. And so I was super lucky, and Kristen gave me an early copy of Charming Hannah. And it's such a great story. And not just because the main character's name's Brad and all Brads are hot. Like, have you ever met a Brad who's not hot? I don't know if I know a Brad who's not hot. I mean, I don't know like 1,000 Brads, but anyways, Brads are always so, you know. So this is part of the Big Sky series that she's written before, but it's a standalone book. So if you haven't read any of the books before, it's completely fine. You can just pick this puppy up and read it. It's in a town called Cunningham Falls, which remarkably seems sort of like Whitefish. I'm just saying, possibly. Let's see. Oh, Rochelle's on. My sister-in-law's on. Oh, my brother is in Kentucky to the end of March. Oh, that's his excuse for not calling me on my birthday. I thought it was a little strange that he skipped my birthday. I'm going to forgive him now. But you should, Rochelle, you should go on to Kindle and one-click this puppy and buy it. Oh, my Amy Deering's on. Hi, Amy. I am Amy's date tonight. We're going to an event for the local wedding association, which I find humorous because I've never been married. But boy, I love all those ladies that are involved in that association. So I'm very excited to see a bunch of my girls tonight. It's going to be very fun, and I'm very excited to be Amy's date. I'm going to be a very good date. I promise, Aim. So anyways, Charming Hannah, it comes out on Tuesday. I'm a book person, which is hence why Kristen's always so kind and gives me the paper books. I've tried to do the reading on, a device. It doesn't work out for me. So, but I know that is definitely where people love to be. So hop on over to Amazon. It's available everywhere. She's everywhere. I'm going to put the Amazon link over here though for you so that you can check out all of her books. I got Amy addicted. That's right, Amy. I'm going to be the best date ever. Duh. But don't be expecting I'm not putting out on the first date. That's not happening. Just so you know. Speaking of putting out, Charming Hannah, Tuesday. I'm going to put the link over here so that you can hop over and you can get it to your Kindle or your device of choice on Tuesday morning. And it's everywhere. It's on iBooks and Nook and all of them. It's wonderful. I know that most people go to Amazon, though. And then write her an amazing review. That's also very important. After you read the wonderful book, write a review. Okay, so taking care of business there. Also, Kristen has no idea that I'm telling you to get her book. This is not a solicited ad or a co-op thing. I genuinely love reading her books. I think that's probably really important to say. And I genuinely love her. She's wonderful. So she's wonderful. Her writing's wonderful. Head on over there and buy it. Like I say, this is not an ad. This is just me telling you to go get a new book. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited to hop into the weekend and have some adult time. I've been really down with the back and all those things. And I also am really excited to, I don't know if I talked to you guys, I saw Black Panther last weekend, and I just want to talk about it for just a second because I know we all know I'm a Marvel nut. There might be a Captain America cake in my future on Saturday. So what I have to say about Black Panther is, even if you're not a Marvel person, even if it's not your, these kind of movies aren't your thing, you should go see this movie. It had such a powerful story, and it's just visually stunning. It was wonderful, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again in the theater. I came home and I pre-ordered that puppy right away, so you should go see it. I also, for my birthday, my mom got me the rest of the movies I was missing from my Marvel collection. I know it sounds crazy that I was missing some, but I, along the way, had never bought the Iron Mans, and I was missing the first Thor because, to be honest, it's not that great. But I wanted to have them all because Thor Ragnarok, the latest one, is one of my favorites. But my mom got me all of them, so now my collection is complete. I own all the Marvel movies. Thank you, Mom. You're the best. And I think my kids were involved in that purchase, too. So, yeah, I think that's all. I think that's all I got for you this week. If you guys have anything coming up you want to talk about or chat about, send this link to download the freebie to other people, too. I mean, the more the merrier. Send them over the freebie so they can get some organization in their life, too. I hope you all have an awesome, awesome weekend. Don't forget to check me out over on Instagram. I am like stagnant, hanging out just below 600 followers, and boy, would I love to get over 1,000. That's what I really wanted for my birthday. That and the tiramisu I'm going to have on Saturday. Okay, I hope you all have a great weekend. If you missed this live, it will be up on the Facebook page. It will also be on the YouTube channel, and will eventually be a blog post on the website. Happy Friday. Bye, darlings.